I was asked, what is the difference between the Yeti X Distance and the Yeti X Flex? Here's a short video that will answer that question. We have both of these models in front of us here, and as you can see from the top, the lacing is identical. There's no difference. This one is the Yeti X Distance, and the footbed is different. It's a textured footbed that works well in the dry and the wet to keep the foot firmly in place. By contrast, lightweight Cordura, which is fairly grippy, but not to the same extent. The really big difference between these two models comes in the midsole. As you can see here, with the Yeti X Distance on top, it's significantly thicker, providing a lot more protection. By contrast, the Yeti X Flex on the lower side allows a lot more ground feel. One can understand this clearly when we look at the sole individually. Here with the Yeti X Flex, it's called the Yeti X Flex because it flexes in any direction and it only gets softer with use. By comparison, the Yeti X Distance has a lot more rigidity built into the sole. What are they used for and what are they good at? The Yeti X Flex is really good for, as I've called it, advanced barefoot mobility. It allows you to experience a true barefoot action in whatever condition you choose to use the sandal. And it can be used in almost any environment, but a lot of that depends on your barefoot tolerance. The Yeti X Distance, by comparison, gives a lot of protection, and this allows you to move over many different surfaces without any perturbation. You don't feel it underfoot if you walk over extremely rocky surfaces. So if you want to hike the Otter Trail and you want to walk in open shoes such as this Yeti X Distance is an extremely good choice. And it's good for walking and hiking and perhaps even an ultra trail and ultra trail running, because the foot does not get beaten up, which can happen with thinner soles such as this. And when I say beaten up, it's only relative to your experience as a barefooter. The sandal is good for walking, hiking, all leisure uses, and ironically, it actually works very well on the road too for walking and running. If you want to do a 5K time trial, this is really a perfect piece of kit. It's good for running in the mountains, and I've used it on many trails myself, but because of the ground feel, I caution users that you need to have some barefoot experience. Otherwise, you will feel a little discomfort in your feet. These two are both size 8, and the weight difference is significant. The Yeti X Distance here weighs in at about 300 grams, and the Yeti X Flex weighs in at about 220 grams. Bear in mind that a lot of this weight is actually made up in the lugs. These are formal lugs, and they last forever, if I say so myself. This is quite uncommon in the footwear field, especially in products such as this, to find a formal lug. Normally one finds 2 or maybe 3 mil lugs, but these formal lugs give an extended lifespan, which is very useful. They also, of course, provide a heightened sense of grip and traction. So that is the Yeti X Distance, kind of ultra trail, hiking, walking sandal. Go anywhere, immense support, and maintains foot comfort. And then the Yeti X Flex is a barefoot practitioner's piece of kit. You do exactly the same as you might do with the Yeti X Distance, but it allows a lot more ground feel. It's a lot lighter, and if you want to run further or walk further, you should have, or let me rather put it like this, it is recommended that you have some barefooting experience. Thank you, folks.